Court blocked Chicago mayor from firing Chicago Public Schools CEO. Mayor Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, is the worst mayor in this country. He is running Chicago into the ground. Just when I thought Lori Lightfoot, you couldn't get any worse than Lori Lightfoot, they went and elected this crazy progressive leftist. And I warned people that they were not going to have law and order. He was going to destroy Chicago. And then Chicago people didn't listen and they voted for this Marxist anyway. And now look at what's going on in Chicago, where illegal immigrants are being put in front of the tax-paying American citizens of Chicago, which is ridiculous. He um, uh, he fired the public school CEO because he wasn't doing the bidding of Mayor Johnson. He's trying to fix the budget and things like that, and Johnson want to spend more of the taxpayer money in the Chicago public schools because that's where he comes from, which is his background was teaching and stuff. So he want to give back to the teachers and give taxpayers and give raises to the teachers, even though Chicago school system is one of the worst school systems in the country. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about how the court blocked it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Zero Hedge. And they report that in a temporary victory for common sense, a Cook County judge acted in the best interest of the city. On December 20th, Mayor Brandon Johnson handpicked school board voted unanimously to fire Chicago Public School CEO Pedro Martinez without cause. Johnson's entire board resigned unanimously in November when Johnson told them to fire CPS CEO Pedro Martinez. And Johnson sought to terminate Martinez because Martinez didn't support Johnson's push to take out a high interest loan to cover CPS's $300 million shortfall. So instead of balancing the budget, he want to take out a loan and be in even more debt. And the CEO of CPS said, "Nah, we not gonna have that." And Johnson was like, "Oh yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna get rid of you then." This is crazy. All the people want is a balanced budget. But the Chicago Teachers Union (CTU) proposal includes annual raises of 10 to 12% after factoring in cost of living adjustments, and the union demands 13,000 new positions despite falling school enrollment. Martinez filed suit on his removal from the CTU negotiations because his contract calls for a 180-day extension if he is fired without cause. Yahoo Finance reports Pedro Martinez wins temporary restraining order against school board after ouster. Mayor Johnson's handpicked school board was blocked from modifying Chicago's public school CEO Pedro Martinez duties by a Cook County judge on Tuesday, giving the embattled schools chief a victory as he battles with City Hall over the district's future. This is ugly. This is ugly, y'all. Judge Joe Chupak granted Martinez a temporary restraining order against CPS board members after hearing arguments that they obstructed Martinez's performance of his job duties. The Tuesday hearing, which lasted over an hour and a half, included an assertion by Martinez's lawyer, William J. Quinlan, that CPS board members appointed by Johnson met with the teachers union, but not their own team while negotiating the teachers' contract Monday. Quote, "They're not shy about the interference. They're brazen. They're bullish, and they'll tell you that," said Martinez's attorney Quinlan of Quinlan Law Firm LLC before the judge. Quinlan filed a lawsuit in the Cook County Court last Friday to prevent the board from firing the CEO, and then amended the complaint early Tuesday morning. Quote, "The CEO is the sole representative of the board authorized to conduct such negotiations," according to the complaint. Quote, "The board didn't even go to my team. They went directly to CTU and even went after to strategize. Martinez told the judge, they feel empowered. They have the mayor and the board, and so they're telling my team to agree. This is strong arm. This is strong arm tactics. Is what's going on here. Nothing new to Chicago though, right? The conflict dates back to September when the mayor asked CPS CEO Martinez to take out a $300 million high interest loan to cover a new proposed teacher's contract and a pension payment previously paid for by the city. Facing deficits of around $500 million. Oh, these people are, oh, this is crazy. In each of the next 5 years, Martinez said the loan would be fiscally irresponsible. Right, rightfully so. Um, Johnson then gave directives for Martinez to resign, according to an internal memo obtained by the Tribune. The mayor's board resigned in October around the dispute, and Johnson, a former teacher and union organizer, appointed a new board. Quinlan handwrote an injunction that he handed to the judge before signing off for the holidays. A preliminary injunction hearing is scheduled for January 9th at 3:15 p.m. The corrupt CTU will no doubt take this up with the equally corrupt Illinois Supreme Court that is continually in bed with the unions. This is despicable. Would the higher court be willing to do the right thing? Probably not. I suspect we will find out. Conceivably, the U.S. Supreme Court could eventually get involved, but such maneuvers can only last for 180 days. Eventually, the CTU is likely to get what it wants, despite the fact there is no way to pay for it. So they basically just got to wait them out. They got to wait them out. That's it. The CPS budget. Now, the district's budget is about $10 billion. How do you mess up $10 billion? It's up nearly 30% increase in 5 years while serving fewer students. So the budget is up, but less students are in the public schools. This makes absolutely no sense. By 2029 or 2030, the deficit is projected to be $4 billion per year on a $10 billion budget. The city is broke. I can't help but think Johnson will eventually find jail because history suggests corrupt Illinois politicians eventually get there. I hope so, because this dude is so corrupt. Meanwhile, the lives of hundreds of thousands of innocent kids are destroyed in a worse in the nation public school system. That's what I was just alluded to. They got Chicago public schools are some of the worst schools in the country. Meanwhile, good luck in Chicago getting the police to show up if you are shot, stabbed, a victim of domestic violence, or any number of the serious crimes. But hey, Chicago hired 179 new community service administrators. How that's working for you? If you voted for Johnson, you got what you deserve, and that's what I said at the beginning. You know, you get what you vote for. Unfortunately, it's not what the city deserved. It's wrong. I feel bad for the people that didn't vote for Johnson that has to put up with this crap, because he's just getting started. He's just getting started. He only been in for a few months now, and look at the destruction that he's causing in Chicago. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.